Stop crashing out and all of these outlandish things based on the outcome of this election. I feel like this video is very necessary for the simple fact that people are online crashing out and in real life crashing out over the outcome of this election here in 2024. And I don't think it's that deep. Like, of course, these are serious situations. There are serious policies and things that the president-elect will enact that could potentially harm people. But I don't think that going as far as to harm yourself because of the outcome of the election is where we need to be. Like, I think that that's a bit outlandish. My hands are very ashy because it's cold out here. But I don't think that we should be doing that. I think that those things are taking place based out of a fear mindset, which is what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these news channels, all of the millions, $500 million that was put into these ads and this fear mongering. That's really what it is. It's fear mongering. It's this idea that, oh my gosh, no matter who you vote for, you're effed. Like, no, like if this person gets elected, oh my God, this is going to happen. The world's over. If this happens, oh my God, this is going to happen. The world's over. Like, my group of people are going to be neglected, or my group of people are going to be harmed, or my group of people are going to be murdered. While bad things can happen, bad things will always happen. Bad things are going to happen no matter who's president. People are going to be unalived, killed, whatever the case may be, no matter who's president. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but I'm being realistic. And sometimes the truth is better than being nice and sugarcoating. Sometimes the truth is the kindness. I feel like it's kinder to tell the truth than to sugarcoat. And I'm not trying to be, like I said, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just feel like, I feel like a lot of people love to live in fear. A lot of people want to live in fear. A lot of people are comfortable in fear, because if you are fearful of who the president is, and that's got you to the point where you are self-harming and taking yourself out of this world, that's extreme. That's very extreme. A lot of people like to live on one extreme or the other. They only converse in extremes. They only converse in fear. And I can't totally blame them, but I'm making this video because maybe somebody will come across it that is living in fear and living in extremes. And maybe this will change their mind and open their mind up to the possibility that, like, everything isn't one extreme or the other. You don't have to go off and harm yourself because Donald Trump got elected, if that's how you feel. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to go and harm yourself no matter who got elected. Like, I said on social media earlier today, on Twitter or X specifically, I said, y'all are crashing out a little bit too crazy, and it's not quite making sense to me. Like, I don't really, it's not that deep. And I believe that some people took it as me being insensitive, and in all honesty, I wasn't being insensitive. If anything, I feel like I was being very endearing and sensitive and kind, because I'm telling the truth. I'm letting y'all know, get off the ledge. Like, back away from the ledge. It's not like you are going to be okay. There is more life to live and more work to do. If anything, put that crash out energy, that anger, that sadness, put that energy into something productive, like fixing the situation that you feel like is wrong, fixing what's going on. I don't think that we should be online trying to beat people into fear, trying to cover people with a fear blanket. Like, if I'm online saying we're going to be good, we survived the Trump presidency once before, we can do it again, and you respond with, but many people didn't survive. Let's be realistic here. People pass away every day. Like, I'm not being insensitive. May God rest their souls. But people are going to pass away no matter who's in office. So, like, crashing out as if the world's over because people are going to be harmed or pass away or whatever the case may be because Trump got elected. If that's the case, then you should have did the same thing if Kamala got elected, or no matter who gets elected, because people are passing away every day, regardless of an election, regardless of the United States. No, like, the world does not revolve around us. Like, that's not a good reason. And if I'm trying to cheer people up, I'm saying everybody chill out. Like, it's not that deep. Everybody take a breath. We will be okay. We can do the work. Like, there's something that can be done about this. And your response is, actually, people can die. Actually, people will die. It's like, I'm trying to combat the fear and this downtrodden mindset of being low and low vibrational, if you will, for lack of better terms. And all you can think to do is try to reverse me and throw fear back into the conversation. Like, you living in fear and you thinking about the negatives so bad, so much, so heavily, that you want me to join you and others in your fear-based mindset. I don't want to do that. And that's not to say I never get afraid or fear anything, but I'm not going to seep in it. I'm not going to sit there and soak in it. I'm not going to sit there and look at only the negative and possibly fearful side of everything. How crazy is it to want to live like that? How crazy is it to think, oh, I'm going to focus on the fact that people might, like, bro, you're sitting at home on your social media account posting just fine, breathing oxygen. You're posting about this stuff and freaking out online on the keyboard and possibly in real life, but you're okay. Like, pause for a minute. Look at your hands. You're using them to type. You're breathing in oxygen right now. You just had a meal, or you're about to go eat a meal. You're going to sleep with a roof over your head. You have a job. You have money, most likely. Like, you're providing for yourself. You are okay. Trump is not about to come to your house and take it from you. He's not about to come to your house and take the food out of your hand. He's not about to fire you from your job. He doesn't do that anymore. He's not the reality star anymore. You don't have to worry about him telling you you're fired. You are going to be okay. Yeah, he may not like you, because maybe he doesn't like a certain group of people. Maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he wouldn't care about you. Maybe he doesn't care about you. But you will be okay. Like, your immediate life is not in immediate danger or threat. That's my only point. While it may not be great, while you may feel like it's not great that he was elected, or what may be to come with this presidency in this term, that I can't, like, that's valid. I can't, I can't say you're wrong for feeling how you feel. However, let's not act like we have to go jump off the nearest building. Like, please don't do that. It's not that deep. That's all I'm saying. I feel like somebody has to say this because nobody's saying it. Somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say it because nobody's saying it. Everybody's just kind of joining in on this. The world's over. I hate this. We're so doomed. We've always been doomed. Let's be honest. We were doomed either way. Like, I'm not saying like they were both bad people. What I'm saying is and when I say we, I mean people like me, our group of people, our demographic, we had work to do regardless. We still have an uphill battle. So we gotta organize, fight, create, and combat this system regardless. So, like, it's not, basically what I'm saying is, like, we need to just continue to do the work we would have did anyway. Continue to say the things we would have said anyway. Continue to have the conversations we would have had anyway. And I'm talking about the important ones. And no, I'm not a prominent activist or some world leader yet. You never know what might happen. But I have a passion for this, for my people. I have a passion for the betterment, equality, and equity of my people. And I have for a long time, for as long as I can remember. So when I say that, I'm saying, like, the conversations I've always had, the ideas I've had of organizing and figuring things out, and what can I do, when I get to a certain level to, you get what I'm saying? What can I do now to help my people? That's it. We don't need to be crashing out acting like the world's over. It's not over with. Not lose the war. It's not over with. There'll still be a tomorrow. And that's that. Me and you both breathing right now. You watching this and we're breathing right now. If you don't know who I am, I'm Darius Dupree. Thanks for watching this full video. I'm actually about to get back on my YouTube hustle. I'm about to start a new podcast and I'm starting a new video series. So stay tuned, subscribe. We're getting back to it. Also, follow me on TikTok. That's where most of my content is. Follow me on Instagram. I'll put them on the screen and they will be in the description box below.